we were in the pandemic, and the amount of complexities in the season of COVID it was copious. And simultaneously, while we were in our homes filming with iPhones, we were constructing an outdoor venue and reconfiguring an indoor venue, while being distanced and isolated, and just a sense of isolation and aloneness in that. And then through Dennis, our production director, fostered the relationship with Amplio. And I would say specifically with Joel, who came out as we were sorting out the outdoor venue. So we were a large church, several thousand people, not able to meet indoors. We had to figure out a solution. Otherwise, it felt like it would be another year of not assembling together. And so we did this outdoor venue that ended up being awesome. And we look back at those days as a hard season for sure, but a nearness of God, and relationships went deeper. And I think about Joel from Amplio in that season, who came out very regularly to support us in that, to kind of help us make decisions, because while we were focused on it, we were also focused on filming a broadcast week after week, which was overwhelming in that season as well. And then we were thinking about this outdoor space and the new indoor space. And I think just having Amplio and having the relationships with you guys to help us know what questions to ask, and sometimes help us answer those questions. That's what comes to mind in that season in particular.
The need here was to pick a camera. We were at the point where we needed to replace a 15-year-old broadcast camera system. The idea was we wanted to go more a cinematic look and feel in a live broadcast application. And I know there's challenges with that. I know people have tried, or were trying to do that, bring a cinematic camera into a live IMAG situation. And so, I mean, Amplio was the choice, because I knew that they really didn't have any specific equipment bias in one sense. They were willing to look at every single camera that's a possibility. And they were nice enough to bring all the demos here, and so we could try them all in real time in a real situation. And I knew they would bring that care to this, so that was the choice was really because of their breadth and what they're exposed to, and some of the things I've seen them do, and why we wanted to go the direction we wanted to go. And so that was an obvious choice based on just our initial project, because now there's a lot more that Amplio was doing, but because of that.
Gosh, it's so funny. I think back on those days, and there's a lot of emotion around those days, because it was really challenging and uncertain. And now looking back, you can trace the hand of God. Like, He gave us all we need. He really was our portion. He gave us what we need when we were home. He gave us what we need when we were on location. He gave us what we needed when we were outdoors, more than we needed. I mean, it was amazing. It was better than we expected. And then to sit even in this space right now and to think, gosh, we did this during a pandemic and the Lord provided things. Yeah, things were delayed and all of that, but we're just so grateful that we were able, with your partnership with Amplio, to get to a place where we can gather again. Lift our praise here, sit under the Word of God, and be church together.
With Amplio, it's the care of the churches and what the churches need, and the intricacy of a church, small or large. It's that whole, you call it red tape, through who you have to talk to get answers, the waiting for decisions on dollars and no dollars, and then that process of waiting and then pulling the trigger real quickly. And in that whole process, I feel like Amplio's answered the call every time. They've gone above and beyond, I think, what you should normally expect.
We really felt like God was giving us a vision for new things, that as we were going to someday gather again and be in a new space with obviously new windows and screens and all of that, it was really sweet, because we knew we were going to have new cameras, right? But it wasn't for the sake of new cameras or new screens for the sake of new cameras or even new speakers. And there's 1,000 things that are new that I don't even know about. But something about matching with a partner like Amplio, that it really never felt like it was just like, oh, we got to get them to buy more new things. It was finding the right things that matched our vision to let God do something new here at Saddleback, to set the table for God to do what only He can do, because we really had no interest in going back, right? I mean, we really felt like we were called to start something over again, to begin again. And what did that look like in a new space with some new gear? All that kind of converged at the same time. And so to have a partner that was listening to that and was really prayerful about that with us was a real treat to do that together.